I'm sitting here with Peter Suneson from Walking Mountain Science Center, and they've got some great things coming up, and one of which I'm pretty interested in. Peter, thank you so much for meeting us this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me back. It's been a while, so I'm glad to be back here in the studio.
I know. I feel like I haven't seen you in like a decade.
It's been a long time. The summer's been busy. We've had all our programs running. Things are starting to slow down, but we got a couple exciting things coming up next weekend, even further down the fall. So we're still rolling along at the Science Center.
I know, and right now it's kind of like a prime season because everything is so beautiful.
Absolutely. So the fall colors are changing. Our backcountry hikes are out on the trail right now. I've got a colleague taking a group up to Deluge Lake right now, which on the way back down, I know the leaves looking across at Vail are going to be gorgeous. So it is the time of year to be out on the trail and to be in the woods, that is for sure. And
kind of enjoy a guided hike. That way you know exactly what you're looking at and what you get to see.
Absolutely. And so that's what, our hiking programs really pride ourselves on is, showing what's behind the scenes, what's going on in the forest, and really giving that inside look from your education experts, talking about what's going on in the forest and what people are seeing, why we're seeing the color change. And then coming up next week, we've got a few more kind of special hikes that are really, I'm hoping that are really going to introduce people to new concepts and make them feel a little bit more situated in their place here in the Eagle Valley.
Which I think the cool thing about Walking Mountains is my attention to detail when I'm hiking. I'm always looking at the bigger things. Like I'm kind of oh, squirrel, but oh, look at all these. And you guys have an attention to detail to point out things which the normal eye wouldn't see.
Absolutely. And so speaking of that, that's a great segue. Coming up on Saturday, Saturday the 29th, we are hosting a forest therapy walk. We've got 2 local certified forest therapy guides who are going to take a group out into the woods. And a forest therapy walk is a way of connecting to nature in that very kind of focused way. So, we always joke about tree huggers. The hippies are going to go hug a tree, protect the world. We're actually going to do that. We're actually going to go out, we're going to walk, we're going to meet a tree, we're going to sit there and we're going to hug it and we're going to listen to it. We're going to look at it. We're going to share ourselves with nature in this very kind of slow, meticulous, and focused way. And it's supposed to, really dive into those connections and be a more mutualistic relationship with the natural world than kind of we do on our everyday basis or on those hikes when we're walking, looking at kind of the macro sense of what's going on out there.
Which is so cool because it's almost like a guided meditation that you get to like really experience nature with.
It's absolute. So that's a great way of saying it. The forest therapy guides I've been working with, that's kind of what they call it. It's a guided meditation in the woods. We're going to be walking and moving. There's going to be, we come back together as a group and we share our experiences towards the end. So it's really a community building event, making connections, sharing yourself with the natural world. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Which is so cool. And then you guys have another one coming up, which is a little more recent, the Hike Through History.
Absolutely. So Hike Through History, this is our series of presentations we do at the Eagle County Historical Society. And next Tuesday, we're heading to the McCoy Fossil Beds, which is one of our favorite field sites for our youth programs. And we're going to collect fossils.
Which is so cool.
We see all kinds of stuff. So what I brought here, this is almost looks like a clamshell. It's a Brachiopod. You can kind of see the top of the clamshell here. It's a bivalve. Reminiscent of our modern day clams, and we see these just littering the ground. There's a place in the McCoy Fossil Beds where we have shark's teeth that are in the bedrock, so you can imagine you're in the high desert outside State Bridge, Bonds, McCoy, Colorado, looking at shark's teeth fossilized in the ground. Tells us that something has happened over the past couple million years.
Yeah, which is so cool because then you're kind of really experiencing that history in a way that you didn't think of before.
Absolutely. Firsthand, we're all about that experiential education at Walking Mountain. So when you can go out and see those changes, see the sharks, see the marine environments that were there, and then we can talk about the changes that have happened, the changes that might happen in the future, what we can do to mitigate those responses and learn everything in between.
I know, it's so incredible what you guys do. Peter, thank you so much for coming in and giving us all this information. Do people need to register in advance to come on these hikes?
Absolutely. So both of these hikes, we're asking for registrations, www.walkingmountains.org. Our forest therapy hike on the 29th is free, so it's a great opportunity to come try something new. We are asking people to register for that. Hiking Through History on Tuesday, we're also requiring registration. You can find that on our website.
Peter, again, thank you so much. Make sure that you get out, go hug a tree, do this guided meditation, become one with our beautiful Colorado Valley, and we're going to take a look at that full weather forecast with Mark Sassy to see if now is the time to get out there and do it.